You are making a massive mistake every single time you react. Think about the last time someone disrespected you, or the last time a plan fell apart. Your heart rate spiked. You felt the urge to speak, to defend yourself, to fix the situation immediately. That urge is exactly why you are losing respect. Society has sold you a lie. You have been told that standing up for yourself means getting loud, that being a man means reacting with force. But the truth is far more dangerous. The most powerful men in the room are never the loudest. They are the ones who do not react at all. They possess a calm presence that is almost intimidating. This is the secret of the top 1%. They understand that whoever controls their emotions controls the outcome. Today, I am going to show you exactly how to build this unshakable, calm presence in just 7 days. This is not basic advice. This is elite psychological framing. You are among the few who are ready to hear this truth. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, what is the one thing that usually makes you lose your temper? Let us expose the weakness, and then let us destroy it. The modern world is a machine designed to make you weak. It feeds on your attention and profits from your outrage. Every notification, every minor conflict, every inconvenience is engineered to pull you out of your center. Men today are overstimulated and emotionally exhausted. They operate in a constant state of defense. Because of this, the average man has zero frame control. When chaos hits, he absorbs the panic of the people around him. He becomes erratic. He becomes a victim of circumstance. But this is exactly where your opportunity lies. Because the bar for masculine stoicism has never been lower. Achieving a calm presence gives you an immediate, unfair advantage. You do not need to study ancient texts to understand this. You only need to look at the psychology of power. A man who cannot be moved by external chaos is a man who cannot be manipulated. He is a fortress. Over the next 7 days, you are going to rebuild your psychological baseline. You are going to disconnect from the reactive matrix and establish a core of absolute stillness. This is the modern application of Stoicism. It is about emotional sovereignty. Listen closely, because this will change how the world responds to you. Let us begin with the grand illusion of action. Society has lied to you. You have been conditioned to believe that movement equals progress, that an immediate reaction equals dominance. But look at the men who truly hold power. They do not rush. They do not raise their voices to be heard over the noise. They are the quiet center of the storm. When you react instantly to a provocation, you are giving away your power. You are handing the remote control of your emotions to someone else. This is the hallmark of the weak man, the man who lacks an internal anchor. In the next 7 days, you will dismantle this habit. You will learn that doing nothing, saying nothing, and simply observing is the most intimidating response you can offer. True power is not about proving you are strong. It is about being so entirely secure in your strength that you do not need to display it. When chaos erupts around you, the average man panics. He tries to fix it. He gets loud. The calm man simply watches. He assesses. He lets the silence do the heavy lifting. This is your first step toward true Stoic power. You must master the illusion of action. You must realize that your stillness is a weapon. And over the next 7 days, you will learn exactly how to sharpen it. Day 1 begins with the power of the pause. This is the foundational skill of a calm presence. Between any stimulus and your response, there is a gap. For the average man, this gap does not exist. Someone insults him, he insults back. A problem arises, he panics. He is a slave to his reflexes. Starting today, you will forcefully create that gap. Whenever you are confronted, challenged, or stressed, you will take a 3-second pause. You will look the person in the eye. You will breathe. You will let the tension hang in the air. This 3-second pause feels like an eternity to the person seeking a reaction. It strips them of their momentum. It shows them that their words do not control your nervous system. You are stepping out of their frame and forcing them into yours. The pause is not hesitation. The pause is calculation. It is a dominant display of self-control. You are silently communicating that you decide when and how to engage. You are not a dog fetching a stick. You are a king surveying his domain. Master the pause, and you instantly elevate yourself above the reactive masses. This is what separates a strong man from a boy. On day 2, we tackle the psychology of silence. Most men talk too much. They over-explain. They justify their actions. They fill the silence because silence makes them uncomfortable. They want to be liked, understood, and validated. This is a massive leak of your personal power. A man with a calm presence uses silence as a tool. He speaks only when his words have weight. When you stop over-explaining, 2 things happen. First, you stop handing out ammunition to your enemies. Second, you create an aura of mystery and authority. People are forced to project their own insecurities onto your silence. When someone asks you a probing question, give a short, direct answer. Then, simply stop talking. Do not soften the blow. Do not add filler words. Hold the eye contact and let the silence sit. The other person will usually start rambling to fill the void, revealing their own weaknesses. Silence is a mirror. It reflects the emotional state of the people around you. By remaining quiet, you force others to show their true colors while you remain hidden safely behind your stoic shield. This is the elite level of social dynamics. Talk less, observe more. Day 3 is about mastering physical stillness. Your mind and your body are deeply connected. You cannot project a calm mind if your body is constantly fidgeting. Look at the men around you. They tap their feet, they touch their faces, they shift their weight from leg to leg. They look at their phones the second they feel awkward. These micro-movements are broadcasts of anxiety. They scream to the world that you are uncomfortable in your own skin. To build a calm presence, you must eradicate these useless movements. Practice sitting completely still. When you stand, stand with purpose. Plant your feet. Let your hands rest naturally. Stop adjusting your clothes. Stop darting your eyes around the room. When you turn to look at someone, move your head slowly. Move like a man who has all the time in the world. Predators in the wild do not make erratic movements. Only prey moves nervously. By forcing your body into absolute stillness, you are reverse engineering your nervous system. Your brain will register the physical calm and lower your heart rate. You will not just look unbothered, you will actually become unbothered. Day 4 brings us to emotional detachment. This is the core of modern Stoicism. The average man attaches his self-worth to external outcomes. If he wins, he is arrogant. If he loses, he is destroyed. If a woman rejects him, his ego crumbles. If his boss criticizes him, his day is ruined. He is a leaf blowing in the wind. A calm presence requires you to sever this attachment. You must become the observer of your life, not just a participant. Imagine you are watching yourself on a movie screen. When things go wrong, do not say, "This is happening to me." Say, "This is an event that is occurring. It has nothing to do with my internal value." This detachment allows you to remain entirely neutral in the face of chaos. You begin to view problems not as personal attacks, but as puzzles to be solved. The Stoic man understands that he only controls his mind. Everything else is outside his jurisdiction. Why waste energy being angry at the weather? Why waste energy being angry at the irrational behavior of other people? Detach from the outcome. Focus only on the quality of your response. This level of detachment is rare. It makes you practically invincible. Now we transition to frame control. This is what you will focus on during day 5. Every social interaction is a collision of frames. A frame is the underlying reality of the situation. Who is reacting to whom? Who is trying to impress whom? The person with the strongest frame sets the rules of engagement. When you lose your temper, you have lost the frame. When you apologize nervously, you have lost the frame. A man with a calm presence never enters another person's frame. He pulls them into his. How do you do this? By never matching their emotional state. If someone comes to you in a panic, do not match their panic. Speak slower. Lower the volume of your voice. If someone is aggressive, do not get aggressive back. Look at them with a mild, almost bored curiosity. By maintaining your calm, you become a black hole for their erratic energy. You absorb their chaos and give back nothing but cold, hard reality. Eventually, they will run out of steam and adapt to your frequency. You force them to play by your rules simply by refusing to play by theirs. This is how you dominate a room without lifting a finger. Day 6 is the art of the unbothered mind. To maintain a calm presence, you must stop absorbing the emotional garbage of the world. People love to complain. They love drama. They want to drag you into their petty conflicts. The weak man gets involved. He gossips, he takes sides, he lets his mental energy be drained by vampires. The Stoic man creates an invisible barrier. He listens, but he does not absorb. When someone brings you drama, you do not need to validate it. A simple nod or a neutral statement like, "That sounds difficult," is all you need to give. You do not offer solutions unless asked. You do not get emotionally invested in battles that are not yours. You must protect your mental bandwidth like it is the most valuable asset you own, because it is. Every ounce of energy you spend caring about trivial nonsense is an ounce of energy stolen from your own growth. You must cultivate an attitude of supreme indifference toward things that do not matter. Let the world burn around you with its petty squabbles. You have an empire to build. Your focus must remain absolute and unbroken. Let us talk about the concept of emotional leakage. This is a subtle phenomenon that ruins the presence of many men. You might think you are calm, but your frustration is leaking out in passive-aggressive comments. It leaks out in heavy sighs, rolled eyes, or sarcastic jokes. This is a cowardly way of expressing anger. It shows that you are upset, but you lack the courage to address it directly. A man with true calm presence does not leak emotion. If he has a problem, he states it clearly and respectfully. If he chooses to let something go, he lets it go entirely. There is no lingering bitterness. There is no passive aggression. You must cleanse your communication of all these weak behaviors. Say exactly what you mean, or do not speak at all. If someone disrespects you, you address it in the moment, calmly and with a flat tone. You say, "Do not speak to me like that again." You do not shout. You do not make a scene. You simply set a boundary made of iron. This directness, combined with zero emotional charge, is deeply intimidating. It commands immediate respect. Stop leaking your emotions. Contain your power. As we enter day 7, we integrate the Stoic shield. By now, you have learned the pause, the silence, physical stillness, and detachment. Day 7 is about making this your default state. This is where the transformation becomes permanent. You must understand that testing will come. The moment you decide to be calm, the universe will send chaos to test your resolve. People who are used to your old, reactive self will try to push your buttons. They will unconsciously try to drag you back to their level because your new calm presence makes them feel inferior. You must expect this. When the test comes, You must smile internally. Recognize the trap. See the provocation for what it is. It is an opportunity to practice your new power. When your partner starts an irrational argument, or your boss makes an unfair demand, you will feel the old urge to react. That is the critical moment. You take the breath. You hold the stillness. You speak softly but firmly. You watch as their emotional wave crashes against your stone wall. Over time, they will stop trying to provoke you. They will learn that you are immovable. Let us analyze the predator versus prey mindset in social dynamics. This is crucial for understanding why calm presence works. In nature, prey animals are hypervigilant. They are easily startled. Their movements are jerky and anxious. Predators, on the other hand, are deeply relaxed. A lion sleeps 20 hours a day. When a lion walks, it walks with heavy, deliberate steps. It knows nothing can threaten it. In the human hierarchy, the same rules apply subconsciously. When you act rushed, when you speak too fast, when you are eager to please, you are signaling to the room that you are prey. You are signaling low status. To establish a calm presence, you must adopt the physical and psychological markers of the apex predator. You do not rush for anyone. You take up space. You speak with a deep, resonant voice from your chest, not a thin voice from your throat. You look at people with a steady, unflinching gaze. You do not break eye contact first out of nervous submission. You let your calmness establish your dominance. This is not about being aggressive. It is about supreme confidence. It is the quiet power of a man who knows exactly who he is. A significant part of building this presence is eliminating the need for validation. The reactive man is always seeking approval. He wants people to tell him he is smart, funny, or tough. This need for applause makes him a puppet. If you need someone's praise, they own you. The Stoic man derives his value internally. He measures himself against his own standard, not the opinions of the crowd. During these 7 days, you must stop seeking praise. Do not boast about your achievements. Do not try to be the center of attention. Do the work, get the results, and remain silent. Let your success make the noise. When you stop chasing validation, a strange thing happens. People start chasing you. They sense that you do not need them, and human nature dictates that we value what we cannot easily attain. Your calm detachment makes you high value. You become a puzzle they want to solve. They will try to impress you simply because you are not trying to impress them. This is the ultimate flip of the social script. Keep your ego in check. The need to show off is the death of a powerful presence. Speaking with weight and authority is another pillar of your transformation. Most men weaken their statements with qualifiers. They say things like, "I just think," or "maybe we should," or "I'm not sure, but..." These phrases destroy your authority. They make you sound unsure of your own mind. A calm presence requires absolute conviction in your communication. Strip your vocabulary of these weak qualifiers. Make declarative statements. Instead of saying, "I think maybe this is a good idea," say, "This is the best path forward." If you do not know the answer, do not guess nervously. Look them in the eye and say, "I do not have that information right now. I will find out." There is immense power in a man who is comfortable saying he does not know, without showing any embarrassment. Furthermore, slow down your rate of speech. Fast talkers are usually trying to convince you of something. Slow talkers know they are already correct. Speak deliberately. Let each word hit the room like a heavy stone. This vocal control forces people to lean in and listen. It commands the space. Let us deeply explore the magnetism of the unknown. Why is a quiet, calm man so compelling? Because the human brain is wired to fear and respect the unknown. When you show all your cards, when you express every emotion, you become predictable. And predictability is boring. It is safe. When people can predict your reactions, they can manipulate you. But the calm man is a closed book. His silence hides his strategy. His stillness masks his power. People do not know if he is plotting, judging, or simply resting. This ambiguity creates psychological tension. It forces the people around you to tread carefully. They will naturally defer to you because they do not know the limits of your boundaries. By keeping your emotions hidden, you keep your enemies guessing and your allies intrigued. Never let anyone know exactly what you are thinking. Share your conclusions, but never the chaotic process that got you there. Let them see only the finished product, the calm exterior. This is how you cultivate an aura of mystique that sets you apart from the oversharing masses of the modern world. You must also understand how people project their insecurities onto your calmness. When you begin implementing this 7-day protocol, you will notice a shift in how people treat you. Some will be drawn to your new strength, but others will become aggressive or defensive. This is because your silence acts as a blank canvas. An insecure person will look at your calm face and assume you are judging them. An arrogant person will assume you are challenging them. A needy person will panic because you are not providing emotional feedback. You must not take their reactions personally. Their response to your silence has nothing to do with you, and everything to do with their internal demons. Do not break your frame to comfort them. Let them wrestle with their own projections. If they accuse you of being cold, simply reply, "I am just listening." Maintain the baseline. By refusing to engage in their projected drama, you force them to confront their own instability. You remain the rock in the river. Let the water crash over you. It cannot move you. The concept of the mirror effect is a powerful weapon in your Stoic arsenal. Instead of absorbing the chaotic energy of an interaction, you reflect it back. Imagine a colleague comes to you shouting about a missed deadline, trying to induce panic. The average man catches the panic like a virus. The Stoic man uses the mirror. He looks at the colleague, waits for a breath, and says in a quiet, measured voice, "You seem very upset right now. Let us sit down and look at the facts." By labeling their emotion without validating it, you hold a mirror up to their face. You make them hyper-aware of their own loss of control. In contrast to your profound calmness, their erratic behavior suddenly looks foolish. They will instinctively dial back their intensity to match yours so they do not look unhinged. You have successfully neutralized the threat without raising your heart rate. The mirror effect works in negotiations, in arguments, and in moments of crisis. You become the thermostat of the room. You do not read the temperature, you set the temperature. This is the essence of true leadership. Building a calm presence is not just about external behavior. It is deeply rooted in internal self-discipline. You cannot fake this for long if your life is a mess behind closed doors. A man who lacks discipline will eventually crack under pressure. To sustain this presence beyond the 7 days, you must forge an iron mind. This means keeping the promises you make to yourself. It means waking up when you say you will, working out when it hurts, and eating clean. Why? Because self-discipline breeds self-respect. When you know, in the dark corners of your own mind, that you are a man of your word, your confidence becomes unshakable. You do not need to act tough because you know exactly what you are made of. This internal solidity translates directly into external calmness. The man who is insecure about his own capabilities is the one who acts out and overcompensates. The man who has conquered himself has nothing left to prove to the world. Discipline is the quiet engine that powers the Stoic machine. Build the discipline, and the calm presence will naturally follow. We must address the fear of confrontation. Many men confuse being calm with being passive. This is a fatal misunderstanding. Being passive means you avoid conflict out of fear. You let people walk over you to keep the peace. That is cowardice. True calm presence requires immense courage. It means you do not seek unnecessary conflict, but when conflict arrives at your door, you look it dead in the eye without flinching. You are comfortable in the fire. When a hard conversation needs to happen, you initiate it, but you do it with zero anger and zero anxiety. You state the facts, you hold your ground. If you must go to war, you go to war with a cold heart and a clear mind. The samurai understood this. The warrior who enters battle in a blind rage is easily defeated by a calm, calculating opponent. Anger makes you stupid. It narrows your vision and ruins your timing. Calmness keeps your vision wide and your reflexes sharp. You are not avoiding the fight. You are simply choosing to fight with the ultimate advantage. Never confuse a quiet man for a weak man. As you move through these 7 days, you will face the challenge of maintaining the new baseline. The initial high of feeling powerful will fade, and the real work begins. Your brain has been wired for reactivity for decades. It will try to pull you back into old habits. You will have moments where you slip. You will lose your temper. You will talk too much. When this happens, do not abandon the protocol. The weak man fails once and quits. The stoic man observes the failure, analyzes why the shield cracked, and immediately resets. Forgive yourself instantly and return to the silence. Perfection is not the goal. Mastery is the goal. Mastery is a process of constant correction. Make it a daily ritual to review your interactions. Ask yourself, did I hold my frame today? Did I let someone else control my emotions? Where can I be quieter tomorrow? This daily audit ensures that your calm presence is not just a temporary trick, but a permanent evolution of your character. You are carving a new version of yourself out of stone. It requires daily chisel strikes. The long game of Stoic power is about legacy and reputation. When you consistently display a calm, unbothered presence, your reputation precedes you. People begin to speak about you differently. They say, "He is solid. He does not break under pressure. You can trust him to handle it." This reputation is invaluable. In business, in relationships, and in life, people naturally gravitate toward the man who can provide stability. Women are biologically driven to seek out men whose nervous systems are regulated because it signals safety and competence. Bosses promote the men who do not panic during a crisis. Friends seek advice from the man who listens without judgment. By simply mastering the art of doing nothing when everyone else is freaking out, you elevate your value in every marketplace of life. You become the anchor point for the people around you. You stop being a participant in the drama of life, and you become the director. This is the long-term dividend of the 7-day investment. The returns are exponential. Finally, we arrive at the ultimate freedom of the calm man. True freedom is not financial. It is not geographical. True freedom is psychological. It is the realization that no one can force you to feel anger, sadness, or anxiety without your consent. When you build a calm presence, you are building an impenetrable fortress around your mind. You become immune to the manipulations of society, the toxicity of the media, and the petty games of ordinary people. You look at the chaotic world and you feel a profound sense of peace. You know that whatever happens, you have the internal resources to handle it. You do not need the world to be easy because you have become strong. This is the state of the 1%. This is what it means to be a truly self-actualized man. You have taken back the remote control of your emotions. You are sovereign. The next 7 days will be a challenge, but they will be the most important 7 days of your psychological development. Do not step back. Step into the silence and claim your power. The illusion of the reactive man has been shattered. You now possess the blueprint to build an elite, calm presence in just 7 days. You understand the power of the pause, the weapon of silence, and the absolute necessity of emotional detachment. This is the path of the 1%. The masses will remain weak, loud, and easily controlled, but you will be the quiet center of the storm. You will be the man who cannot be moved. Let this knowledge anchor deep within your psychology. Do not just watch this and move on to the next distraction. Implement it today. I respect the men who take action. If you found this level of psychological strategy valuable, subscribe to the channel. We do not do basic advice here. We build formidable men. Hit the like button to signal to the algorithm that you demand high-level content. Now, before you leave, I want you to answer the question I asked at the beginning. Go to the comments and declare it. What is the one reactive habit you are going to destroy starting right now? Write it down. Commit to the 7 days. Stay stoic. Stay powerful. I will see you in the next one.